So it will never be Chelsea that goes back after a former striker. Nah, maybe I won't. So today I'm gonna try to do what we call a deep dive into Chelsea's crisis, because everyone already knows that this is a crisis and everybody has had their thoughts. People are just calling for Thomas Tuchel's head, for Graham Potter's head, but is it really what has really been going on? Let's try to understand where we are at this moment, because one thing we have to understand about the Chelsea fans, they've never experienced this. They've always had this Ibrahimovic type of a Chelsea where things get hard, they suck. When the manager doesn't perform, they suck. So to be with the owner who's willing to stick around with the manager who is going through a process of change and trying to get the team to actually gel together and play, it's something new to them. And also, it's actually something new to the Chelsea players because they are not used to that weird. They already know that a manager at the Chelsea Football Club can never last 2 years or more. There's always a change. Jose Mourinho, arguably one of the greatest managers to achieve at Chelsea, has been sacked countless times and coming back and sacked again. Graham Potter, the recently big manager to achieve something great with Chelsea, was sacked by Todd Bowley, the new owner of Chelsea. And Frank Lampard, arguably one of the managers who was able to create one of the most exciting young squad of Chelsea, but did not know how to use it to produce good quality, was also sacked. There is people like this guy Maurizio Sarri, Antonio Conte. We are going back down to the lens of how much Chelsea have always had this model of sacking managers when they don't perform. So I'm gonna talk about the most important thing and where we are at this moment, especially under the Graham Potter era, because you know as we go through and as we are under the shadow of the Todd Bowley era, the owner who is willing to spend as much as he wants and is willing to do anything. Graham Potter has actually become so lucky that he's able to get away with murder because his stats are telling us that things should not be going this way. And also, there's also one thing that we need to think about. Don't you really think that maybe, just maybe, the players of Chelsea are used to this model where they put their managers under the bus because they just don't feel like he is the right person to lead them to the next level? And Todd Boyle is trying to remove that weird lingo out of the thing, because I feel like sometimes, some way, that's where we are going with the Chelsea, where the players does it for excitement that they just let the manager go under the bus and then get him out of the club. But now this is what is happening. So these are the bad news and the problems that are happening in Chelsea currently as we speak. So it's not a lie that Chelsea have been going through some crazy turmoils and they've been going through some bad news. Let's just go visit their last 17 games. They've only have two victories. I don't know how many draws, I don't know how many losses, but 15 games, only two wins in their 17 games. And that has been bad for either any team, especially top 16. I'm talking about this, but my club is also in the situation, Liverpool, but we are working on our mistakes and we are trying by all means to get out of this craziness. But this is the interesting part. According to the rumors or the inside look of what we're being told, these senior players of Chelsea no longer believe if Graham Potter is the right man who can be at the help to get them out of the team or to get them out of this craziness that they're in. Because according to what I heard, it was told senior players are in a doubt that they believe Graham Potter is the right manager to take them to the next level because they can see that he keeps failing and failing and failing. The other thing we were told is that new signings are actually shocked with the pressure that they're under. And in some rumors, we're being told that the new signings, some of them, they still don't even know how to call his name because Graham is hard, especially if you speak in a language which is not English. So there is that craziness, and they just cannot believe, on a serious note, they just cannot believe the pressure that they have to go under. People, for example, people like Enzo Fernandez, it was not his choice, the kid, to be signed for 120, but he knows the pressure that comes out with the money that he has been signed with. But now being taken from another team and now being made the main man in a big team like Chelsea. It's just so much to handle. So you understand that they're going through so much, and also the English media has this thing of focusing on you and putting all the things on you, and it just makes everything worse. There are people like Mukai Mundre who's still trying to deal with the fact that he's coming from a country which is going through war and is trying to settle down in England, and everyone is expecting him to be the best player ever created. And there are players that don't even know what's happening at this moment, like the body Achilles, they have to become the main mains, and things are just going crazy. You know what I mean? Um, Okay, and also because we talked about this when this was happening, when the signings were happening, and the Chelsea fans were excited about Todd Bowley. I told you that this was a recipe for disaster. Signing so many players in one team and not letting other players go. Because guess what? Chelsea has superstars, players who have played at the highest level. They know what it takes to produce the perfect performance. And the problem is this: when you find yourself in a situation where, hmm, your manager is not picking you, your team is losing, you go after the manager's head. For example, people like Aubameyang, arguably, I think is the best goal scorer or the best finisher that is in Chelsea. It's hard for him to get the game time. We have people like Sterling who have come from recovery, who expect to be in the game, but they're being replaced by players like Boba for Mundre who are good as well. Mason Mount, a lot of players, and even the Kovacic, the senior players who have been there, they're not getting the game time because he's selecting the new players. And when he selects the new players and they don't perform, who do you blame? Hmm. Graham Potter, you're in trouble. That's what has been happening for such a long time in this Chelsea Football Club, and we just wonder if this is going to come to an end. I don't think so. So bad news is all coming from Chelsea. Just recently came out in the derby loss that they had, the first loss at the Tottenham Hotspur's ground. No matter it's bad or what, they always win in that ground. They've lost. Thiago Silva got injured. Thiago Silva has arguably been the most important player for Chelsea. He has kept them out of trouble in many situations. But this is the problem: the guy is injured and they're expecting him to be out for 6 weeks, which means 6 weeks of losing games. Because Chelsea without Thiago Silva, they always lose games. Now the question is that what's going to happen? So there is a lot of situations that are happening, people, and I don't know if Graham Potter can change it. The owners are still saying they're backing him, they're still gonna be supporting him, but for how long? Does Todd Boehly has to change his mind because things don't look so well? Because I was looking at something with the way Chelsea are dead. Frank Lampard has actually done better than him. So I'm out. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Click the like button, subscribe to the connect. We are back. We're out. Peace. Subscribe to the connect.